on the foul side as he drives to the bucket. Gamble frustrated. He didn't get the call. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on TBL TV. We've got word the stream is buffering, but we're slowly working on it here inside the John Chavis Gymnasium. Daquan from the corner, and he's fouled. And picking up the foul is Zachary Collins for the DC Heat.
And you know, Pete, it's hard for your big man to be dribbling the ball down the court. You have a whole bunch of shooters ready to shoot on the three-point line. He gets all the way to the paint.
He gives it up.
And gives it up.
If I'm listed at 6'9", I'm coming down the court with the ball. I'm not stopping. That's a lot to stop right away.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's Daquan makes the first, 56-38. Firebirds ballooned up to an 18-point lead, closing out the first half.
Antoine
he says, I might have missed him last night, but I'm not missing him today.
A hooper's hooper. Honestly, I would like to say he's the TBL. J.R. Smith has never met a shot he did not like. The ball is in his hands. The possession is probably ending.
A chance of making a 20-point lead here in the first half. Daquan Antoine hits all three of them. (58-38). DC Heat, there's not a 20-point shot. Dance with the block on Elijah Willis, and he stays with it. Like I was saying, there's no 20-point shot. You just got to take one possession at a time and just try to D it up and try to force the Firebirds as some terrible shooting. And Terrell Tate says, not today.
And like you said, every position at a time, but you can't trade threes for twos, Pete.
You can't leave points on the board right there as DC Heat gets another opportunity for second chance points and couldn't connect. Daquan Antoine not liking a call. But with 63 ticks left, Firebirds putting up 61 here in the first half. DC Heat just putting up 40.
Now the Heat in a very uncomfortable position. You're down by 21 heading into halftime. Now you got to gun up threes at every given opportunity while Raleigh can just chew the clock on every possession and slow the ball down.
Corey Moore with his first bucket for 14. Put 3 more seconds on the clock. You know, Corey Moore, 15 minutes of action, just 2 points. He's 1 for 6. He's 0 for 2 from 3.
And Pete, I think that's the storyline for the DC Heat. They started out pretty hot or consistent in the first quarter, but slowed down for sure in the second quarter.
You know, the Firebirds love for teams to settle into the way they put up a tempo. Last night we saw that in the game against Fayetteville. Fayetteville just reversed it. It took the, you know, once they tracked down that 8-0 run in the fourth quarter, Firebirds were up 76-69, and that's the last time the Firebirds led. Gamble is fouled. He'll go back to the line where he's 2 for 2 tonight.
And Raleigh, this team, if I had to compare it to boxing, is a counterpuncher. They react to whatever it is the other team is good at, and they take that away from them.
Gamble misses that chance. Daquan Antoine exits as Daniels back in the game. Gamble goes 50%, 3 for 4 from the line. 6 seconds separate shot clock and a game clock. Elijah Willis leading away for the DC Heat. Could not connect on that one. 20-point lead, Firebirds. Great defense by Isaiah on Terrell Tate with 7. Tate trying to get away from him. Dance with 3. Can he dance his way to a 3? No. And that's the end of the first half. 20-point lead for the Firebirds, 62-42. Biggest lead for the Firebirds, 20 tonight, DC Heat. Biggest leads, 4. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come right back here with stats, facts, and figures of the first half after word from our sponsors.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we're committed to providing exceptional dental care for patients of all ages in a warm, welcoming environment. From preventive cleanings to advanced restorative and cosmetic treatments, our experienced team is here to help you achieve a healthy, confident smile. We combine state-of-the-art technology with a personalized approach, ensuring your comfort and care come first. Visit cardinalfamilydentistry.com today.
Welcome back to the John Chavis Gymnasium. The Raleigh Firebirds lead the DC Heat at halftime 62-42. Petey Norris, Kai Crutchfield, and Corey Frazier. Guys, it looks like the Firebirds got a little bit more pep in their step. Fast break points for the Firebirds in the first half, 23. For the DC Heat, just 4.
And I think it all comes off of that game yesterday or last night, missing way too many free throws, wanting to start out hot. They did start off a little bit slow, but being able to utilize Julian Gamble, then you also have Shaq. You have so many players for the Firebirds that took advantage of the size advantage. Even Thomas. Thomas probably one of the smallest players on the team, but coming on and being that spark off the bench was huge for the Firebirds in that big run to get that lead to 13.
Bench points pretty much even. You know, you got 18 bench points for the Firebirds, 19 for the DC Heat, but the biggest lead, 4 for DC Heat, 21 for the Raleigh Firebirds, Corey.
As Raleigh just continuing to dominate, 15 points off of turnovers, 18 points in the paint. They're taking advantage of every single advantage that they do have, and it's a big reason why they're up by 20, PD.
Yeah, up by 20 with 2:26 left. You can see a lot of festivities happening here. First game of the season for the Raleigh Firebirds at home. They'll be back here next Friday. It won't be here. It'll be at Wake Tech North Campus, as it'll be an education day. A lot of kids will be out for that game as the Firebirds will match up a rematch with the Fayetteville Liberty, who they fell to last night, 93-86. But, you know, in the second half, the DC Heat, they have a lot to overcome here, down by 20 at halftime. It's been done before, but it's not going to be easy. They have to stop the Firebirds with 1 and out, and don't give Firebirds no other chance.
It's especially going to be hard when you're only shooting 34% from the field and only 18% from 3 at 4 for 22. So being able to connect on really anything that they can get is going to be huge for the DC Heat.
With Tariq Felder with 2 points, Elijah Moore with 2 points, Corey Moore with 2 points. You know, that's the catalyst of this offense. But with Elijah Willis, he put up them, the two threes and that layup there. Got quick 8 points and been quiet ever since.
As the Heat just trying to shake back from this deficit, they're going to have to now hit a lot of threes and pray that Raleigh does not continue with how fire their offense have been thus far.
DC Heat with 12 turnovers, Raleigh Firebirds with just 5. Second chance points, DC Heat 10, Raleigh Firebirds 9. Any final thoughts before we start the second half, guys?
I think the biggest thing is just use this 20-point lead as fuel for the DC Heat and see and get what they can get. I mean, they had an opportunity without Julian Gamble out of the game. They kept it close with him in the game, so they know how to play that first quarter. Go back to how they played the first quarter, keep on attacking, making those one-more passes, and see if they can get to the free throw line.
They've held their opponents under 97 points per game right now. The Firebirds just 35 points away from that. And expect the third and the fourth quarter, the Firebirds at least put up that many. They put up 62 in the first 24. Can they match it to send the DC Heat home with a 1 loss and 2 wins? We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here with the second half.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we're committed to providing exceptional dental care for patients of all ages in a warm, welcoming environment. From preventive cleanings to advanced restorative and cosmetic treatments, our experienced team is here to help you achieve a healthy, confident smile. We combine state-of-the-art technology with a personalized approach, ensuring your comfort and care come first. Visit cardinalfamilydentistry.com today.
At Empire Eats Catering.
Welcome to Jack's Seafood and Soul Food, where flavor meets tradition. We bring you the finest seafood and soul food, crafted with care and inspired by time-honored recipes. From our perfectly seasoned shrimp to our mouth-watering collard greens, Every dish reflects our commitment to quality.
Coach Kenny Collins will come out with his starters to open up the second half. Dance Tate, Antoine Gamble, and Ahmad Abdullah. DC Heat will come out with Broderick Stitz, Elijah Moore, Tariq Felder, along with Zachary Collins. 12 minutes on the clock. Third period's up. Still waiting on the shot clock guy. Who's on the shot clock? Where's he at? Seems like nobody wants to be accountable for him.
Maybe enjoying concessions, possibly.
I don't know, Pete. You're a jack of all trades.
Hey, we're not gonna attack that one.
You don't want to be the shot clock guy,
No.
PD.
No, I'm good. Just sit right here and push buttons and talk. Little DJ minute here.
I can't read that.
Corey Frazier. Shot clock guy. I think he returns back to work. Everybody's here having a good time.
Especially if you're a Firebirds fan.
Yes. Up by 20. Can the Firebirds contain the energy and the flow here? I tell you, set after running up and down the court for 24 minutes and you go set for 15. These old bones take a little while to get worn back up. Avon Thomas back on the shot clock. And Corey Moore gets it in the bound to Tariq Felder. DC Heat with the ball. Down by 20. Elijah Moore's. Just like that, you see the DC Heat getting hot as Elijah Willis buries the three. Terrell Tate pops out. I tell you, you leave him alone. Might have been a two right there, but he is not scared to pull up from anywhere on that side of the half court.
Both teams starting out super fast here. As one of the scores had to be adjusted, that Abdul shot was a two-pointer.
Clock still needs to be adjusted. 64 to 47.
Julius Gamble here with the offensive board, utilizing his strength.
We see just DC Heat, no quitting them whatsoever here in a game that could have easily continued to be a blowout. Instead, DC trailing back here.
And you can see the frustration, too, from the Firebirds, them coming out hot, DC coming out hot. Maybe some fouls not necessarily going the way that they'd expected to, but the mental toughness in being able to step over that hump for the DC Heat and continue to stretch this lead for the Firebirds.
64-47, the clock got situated here inside the John Chavis Gymnasium. It's 10:25 left 10-15 in the third quarter. And the Heat with the ball. Felder gives it up to Willis. Back out to Felder for three. Brushes the iron, and Shaq Dance gets the rebound. Daquan in the corner to Tate. Couldn't connect. Gamble fighting over three Heat players. Coming out with the foul is going to be on Felder.
And what's crazy, PD, is I don't even think that Julian Gamble jumped on that rebound.
No.
It was almost like when you got your younger brother, you're trying to get something, and you just hold it just a little bit over him where he can't get it.
You speaking from experience, Corey? That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I am.
Shaq Dance.
I definitely am.
Shaq Dance kisses one off the window for two, and the Firebirds back up to 19-point lead. Kai with 2.5 minutes off the clock. Both teams pretty much even here in this quarter. You know, DC Heat putting up 5 here in the third quarter. Firebirds putting up 4.
Yeah, and that's what we saw in that first quarter. But you can't play like you're even, like you were in the first quarter and like you are now. Have to put a little more weight on that pedal, on that gas for the DC Heat. I love how they came out and they're now attacking. They're not hitting shots. Just need a little more effort on the defensive end, getting back in transition, staying ball side. As we saw there, a few open shots there for the Raleigh Firebirds as they got.
Felder goes 50% on that trip. You see the DC Heat, Corey Moore with a hand check on Daquan Antoine. 66-48. Daquan popping out. Gamble had it inside on Tariq Felder. Tate driving. Tries to look for Daquan, and Daquan quite weren't in that corner.
And you see the frustration in Gamble there, working extremely hard that whole possession for that steal, but still not receiving the ball.
Gamble had to get out of there as he heard the coaches for DC Heat saying 3 seconds, 3 seconds. Corey Moore gets a mid-range. .16-point lead. Daquan all alone for 3. You leave him wide open, he'll make you pay every time.
And you saw he was wide open, but why was he wide open? Because Julian Gamble was setting that screen.
Julian Gamble loves to set that screen high, gives his guards an opportunity to set up and drain the 3. 69-50.
Gamble just affecting the game on both ends of the floor. Whether it be attracting all the attention or setting a screen. Whenever he's on the court, the Raleigh Firebirds are in good hands.
And Corey, to your point, those things, the way that he impacts the game, it's way beyond the stat sheet. You don't see that you set a good screen on the stat sheet.
Shaq Dance hits the 3. Back to a 22. Biggest lead tonight for the Firebirds, 22. Corey Moore trying to answer back for the DC Heat. Gamble backing Felder down. Goes around for a baby hook. Felder falls. Gamble looks right at him and puts 2 on the board.
And one of his Firebird teammates was calling for it. Gamble waved him off. He already knew what time it was.
There could be the set for the DC Heat with a 3. Gamble. Cherry picking down low. It's like a kid taking taking candy from a kid. Say that 90 times. DC Heat with 2 straight threes. Down by 20.
This is the definition of bully ball.
Straight to the cup. DC Heat, 8 straight points. Down by 18. Trading baskets with the Firebirds. Both of those threes, the Firebirds answer back to still keep the gas pedal on them. 2 for Tate. Off the mark, 6:41 left. Firebirds up by 18. We got a media timeout coming up. Firebirds lead 76-58 over the DC Heat in the third quarter.
Welcome to Jack's Seafood and Soul Food, where flavor meets tradition. We bring you the finest seafood and soul food, crafted with care and inspired by time-honored recipes. From our perfectly seasoned shrimp to our mouth-watering collard greens, every dish reflects our commitment to quality and authenticity. Whether you're dining in or ordering online, Jack's is your destination for a truly unforgettable meal. Experience soul food like never before. Visit us at jacksseafoodandsoulfood.com to learn more and place your order today.
At Pivot Physical Therapy, we don't just treat injuries, we transform lives. Our expert therapists are passionate about helping you move beyond pain and unlock your full potential. With cutting-edge techniques and a personalized approach, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Don't settle for limits. Pivot toward a stronger, healthier you. Visit pivotphysicaltherapy.com today and take the first step toward your comeback.
Welcome to Jack's
Welcome back
Seafood and
inside
Soul
the
Food,
John
where flavor meets
John Chavis Gymnasium. The plus minus when Gamble's out there is 12. Gamble with 11 points. He's played 19 minutes tonight. He's 4 for 4 from the field goal. Shooting 100% with 11 points.
And Pete, that's why you understand why he gets so frustrated sometimes with his teammates not feeding him the ball. If I'm 100%, give me the ball.
Give me the rock. As Gamble will have a seat here in the third. Expect if he gets anywhere in single digits, Coach Kenny Collins will put him back out there quickly.
Man.
This is where, go ahead, Corey.
What we're seeing, PD, is just elementary basketball. I'm the biggest guy on the court. Give me the rock. I'm gonna put it in the basket.
And the team that's out there for the Raleigh Firebirds, Tate, DJ Thomas, Styles, and O'Fury. This is where the Firebirds built that lead in that second quarter. DJ Thomas come in quick with 8 points. With 7 points. Right out the gate off the bench.
And when you're a starter for the Firebirds and you see Thomas come to the table, you're excited because you know that same energy is going to be continued when he comes in the game.
Willis had it stripped but regains control. Off balance shot, and Willis gets got to delay a game on the Heat. 76-60. Back to a 16-point advantage. Heat working on 10 straight points. Thomas pulls up. A little too hard. O'Fury with a rebound. He loses it. (76-60). 5:51 left in the third quarter for the John Chavis Gymnasium. Terrell Tate with the foul for the Firebirds. First free throw is good.
Stiff having himself a game here. Just one of only 2 Heat players in double figures.
Peterson with 18 after those two. Shooting 60% from the field. Heat come out in a full court press. And Fury turns it over. Peterson shaking and baking, kicks it. Three coming up for the Heat. Brushes the iron, down low with the rebound and a putback. DC Heat fighting back, down by 12. Halftime, right after half, it blew to a 22-point lead. Tate to the corner. Fury back out to Thomas. Straightaway three. No. Coach Kenny Collins needs to look for a substitution, some sort. Peterson in the corner. Popping it hot. Peterson with 21. The DC Heat on an 8-0 run. They're within 8. 76. Correction, 8 within 12. 76. Yeah, within 9. They didn't have it up on the scoreboard. 76-67. 5:08 left here in the third.
And that pressure that we saw on the press was disruptive for the Firebirds. You got a couple of turnovers out of it, quick shots out of it, and then the DC Heat came down on their side and they capitalized on it.
You just see the Heat have eclipsed what was once a 20-point deficit. And now they are in distance of tying this ball game here in this third quarter. And that's due to just effort. We talked about effort in that first half and that first quarter for the Heat. They've continued to have effort, and they've continued to make the shots they need to make and get the stops they need to get.
Playing a whole lot faster here since they, get a few buckets. They get a little bit quicker. When they get a lot of missed shots, they seem like they get slower and slower and play right in the hands of the Firebirds. Hard to get the momentum.
Well, I don't know, Pete and Corey. Basketball's a game's a run, so that was a nice run for the DC Heat, but can they keep up that run? Can they keep their gas on the pedal for the rest of this third quarter to come within throwing distance for the Firebirds?
Keep the same rotation out there. Coach Kenny Collins coaching it up to the X's and the O's. Collins looking like a young Bobby Knight over there. Dropping his clipboard and everything. Full court press. The Firebirds beat the press. Long three on a southpaw, and you can count it all day. Vanderhyven with his first three here at home for the Firebirds. Sykes won it at three, goes inside to O'Fuel on a mismatch. Spins, pop it out. So we'll say it's Heat's ball. Firebirds ball. As they say, it's off of the Heat. Great defense by DJ Thomas to step in the passing lane.
And again, that goes to that what I was saying earlier, that DJ Thomas spark has been huge for the Firebirds today.
Thomas shaking and baking. Over to Styles. Dribbles off of the heel, and Willis with the foul.
It's just interesting just seeing the game of chess that's being played between both of these teams. Just a constant switch of schemes, of offenses and defenses here between the benches and the starters.
Heat's just coming out fouling quickly. It's 3 fouls on the Heat in the last minute. Thomas nearly turns it over. Pulling up for the elbow, couldn't connect. Push from behind, and DC Heat with the ball, sprinting in the front court, and off of the Firebirds. DJ Thomas got a hand in the passing lane.
It just felt like that last however long it was, we were just on this one side here for the Firebirds, yet they did not capitalize on that amount of time that they had the ball in their hands.
They had the ball over a minute. Could not capitalize. A couple opportunities, a couple misses. And DC Heat is tenacious defense right now. That's how they got back in. That's how they tracked down this deficit. You know, defense, defense, defense. (79-67). 12-point lead, Firebirds. DC got within 9 after trailing by 20 at the break. Felder back in the game. Willis will exit. O'Fury going through the Heat to try to get a rebound, and he hits the floor hard. College. And Felder skies in for the rebound. Another opportunity. 3 coming up. Air ball and a block. And a whistle. And Jalen Sykes from St. Clair's College with the foul.
Just seeing increased physicality from both of these teams here as this game continues and we get later and later into the quarters.
Last 2 and some changes felt like 4 days and 7 minutes.
Yeah.
A lot of whistle blowing. For the whistle blow more. With the foul, but I tell you this, 5'8" guard, he got up just as high as he is tall.
And Thomas, about 98% ball right there, but that 2% arm is what sent him to the line.
.252 left, 12-point game. Second going, 50% for Isaiah Folks. Thomas goes out and helps O'Fury. Thomas behind the back, flushes it. Looking at the crowd, yelling at the crowd, and he connects. And the Firebirds lead by 13.
He's just so quick with the hand, the ball in his hands, but then that stop and pop mid-range, you can't do anything about it.
Collins in trouble, back out. 3 off the iron, Felder behind the back pass, and the DC Heat pick up 2. Firebirds lead 83-70. Just like that, Folks gets a layup. Nine-point lead. 3 for Fury, off the mark. (83-74). 11-point advantage here in the third quarter for the DC Heat.
And I think it goes off of the intensity and energy that they have coming out of that after that run. I was going to say the half, but we knew what they did at the half, knocking down those shots back-to-back between both teams. But, yes, they haven't been they haven't been hitting and connecting on those shots as much as they'd want to, but they still have the same level of energy.
Energy is what has kept this Heat team in this game, just not giving up and throwing punches. And it's a big reason why they have came back here in this third quarter.
A lot of chemistry out there for the DC Heat, coming off of 3 back-to-back-to-back ECBL championships. A lot of us played together through all after college. They know what it takes to get going. That was possibly the worst half I've ever seen DC Heat play in the 3 years I've covered them. And a hand check. 83-75, a 127 left. DJ Thomas will be shooting 2. It's going to be interesting to see how Coach Kenny Collins starts the fourth quarter. Will he put in Julian Gamble or leave in Darius Leonard?
I know who I'd leave in. Thomas.
Exactly. DJ Thomas with 15 points.
Be interesting to see what type of game this looks like when Julian Gamble comes back in.
Dance for long distance. DJ Thomas wanted to step in and pull one himself. Thomas. Ooh, off the elbow and flushes it. A little bit of fire and ice there. He's smiling coming up the court.
And guys, it's like you know it's coming, but you still can't stop it. His stop and pop is just so quick. I don't know. Ooh, how would you guard that, Corey?
I wouldn't. I'll call for a switch. Like
anybody else in the right mind.
Right? Yeah.
I did that in the Olympics one year. Ooh. .25 seconds left. Firebirds up by 11. The highlight reel. The mixtape from DJ. Look at him. Just shaking away. Thomas pulls out his defender. No one inside but 4 Heat players. Side steps 3. No, could not connect. Styles at the buzzer, no, and a deep 2 off the rebound. And the Firebirds lead by 11 going into the Fidelity Investments Money Quarter, 89-78 over the DC Heat.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we're committed to providing exceptional dental care for patients of all ages in a warm, welcoming environment. From preventive cleanings to advanced restorative and cosmetic treatments, our experienced team is here to help you achieve a healthy, confident smile. We combine state-of-the-art technology with a personalized approach, ensuring your comfort and care come first. Visit cardinalfamilydentistry.com today.
At Empire Eats Catering, we turn your events into unforgettable experiences. From intimate gatherings to grand celebrations, we deliver expertly crafted menus that impress and delight. Our culinary team brings passion and precision to every dish, combining fresh ingredients with bold flavors to match your unique vision. Whether it's a corporate event, wedding, or special occasion, Empire Eats Catering is your partner in creating exceptional moments. Visit empireeatscatering.com today to start planning your next event with us.
Welcome to Jack's Seafood and Soul Food, where flavor meets tradition. We bring you the finest seafood and soul food, crafted with care and inspired by time-honored recipes. From our perfectly seasoned shrimp to our mouth-watering
After the first 2 quarters, the Firebirds led by 20 at the break, 62-42. After 3, the Firebirds lead by 11, 89-78 with 12 minutes on the clock. What do the DC Heat need to do if they want to track this 20-point halftime deficit down, Kai and Corey?
Well, first thing they're going to want to do is put a stop to this 5'8 dynamo that is called DJ Thomas. They're going to want to slow him down. And also, whenever he does check back into the game, Julian Gamble, they have to figure out an answer to the Julian Gamble problem.
I think you said really the bulk of it, Corey. And then the Firebirds are actually out-rebounding the DC Heat right now, 47-38. So maybe figuring out how they can be more aggressive on the offensive boards. There's not really anyone crashing the boards on the offensive side, getting those second chance opportunities.
Jabby. Back out to Thomas with 3 on the shot clock. Steps back. Volleying with it. The Firebirds come out with the rebound. Back out with Thomas. Wow. Little DJ Thomas just going crazy there for a second. Looks like it did go in. Oh, stabbed out by DJ. Dance slows it up. Driving and a nice finger roll for the Firebirds.
And you hear the DC Heat coach over here, when he got to half court, he said, is anyone going to stop the ball? And no one didn't.
Jabby with a foul, pushes off. 91-78. Minute 6 gone here in the 4th. Backdoor cut, and Collins will head to the line to shoot 2.
It didn't look like anyone from the Firebirds was ready for that pass in either. Like everyone's feet were stuck in quicksand when he cut back door. No one really moved.
Zach Collins with 12 points tonight. It's his first free throw. Makes the pair. 11-point lead, Firebirds. Omar Jabby. Drive and spinning in the paint, up and under layup. And a bucket is good.
And obviously, DC contesting that call right there, but seems to be that it will stand as Jabby goes to the line. What just ability to just have that much athleticism to spin and then hang in the air long enough to decide what you want to do with it and get the layup.
That's what you call floating, Corey.
Darius Leonard with on his bottoms after his legs were broke. 93-83 here in the fourth quarter. Leonard deep two, no. Collins with a floater underneath.
Collins has been a name that you've said a few times here in the second half for the DC Heat.
He's got 14 points. DJ Thomas draws the foul, and Corey Moore.
And the luxury of DJ Thomas, when you're a smaller guard, you're going to get calls you normally would not get being a bigger guard.
Thomas's free throw is good. 9-point lead, 94-85.
DJ Thomas, one shot.
DJ Thomas gets the inbound, finds Darius camping on that right block, and Darius uses the window properly. 11-point lead. Jabby pushes it back to Dance. Dance ahead to Jabby. Mitty, no, and a rebound, Heat. Dance cuts right underneath of him. Ahmad Abdullah checking in for DJ Thomas. Omar Jabby will exit also. Peterson's been quiet here in the second half after a great first half. Daniels breaks the press. O'Fury with the layup. The Firebirds back up by 10.
And that is the perfect press breaker right there. Not much dribbling, straight passing, because the ball moves faster than the defenders at any point in time.
It's always so funny seeing players contest calls that have already been called already.
Think they're going to go back in the book and change?
On me?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Not me.
Collins misses the first. Makes the second. DC Heat's 15 for 19 from the charity stripe. Darius Leonard pulls up three. It's Heat's ball. Here he comes. The Quietener. Gamble back in. Play about 6 minutes and get a couple stops, and a couple buckets. Continue on his 100% from the field tonight.
You know, something slight.
He didn't like that as Tariq Felder picks up an easy bucket. Gamble looks funny running down the court. Sky and then going up strong. Folks got a 5-point lead. Got timeout Firebirds. Up by 5, 98-93, 7:54 left. DC Heat
And
heating
just
up
like,
here.
yeah, and just like that, we have a game now. DC Heat, from when we came out at halftime, they were shooting low 30s from the field. Now increasing that to 42%. I think that's been the biggest thing for them, is the quality of shots that they're taking.
Shot selection.
Yes, as both mentioned, like, the shot selection has improved for the DC Heat. They've also just been able to get stops that they weren't able to get earlier in this game. And now they have a real chance of taking a lead here. They can obviously stop Julian Gamble. We're in a way different position, in a way different ball game.
Yeah, the coach just said, when was the last time they were challenged like this? It's been a while, and it's interesting to see how the team gets back together and can, coming down by 20 at halftime is not easy.
Right.
Not a 20-point shot out there. Maybe in 15, 20 years, but not right now. 7:54 left, 98-93. Firebirds return home next Friday against the Fayetteville Liberty. You can catch it right here on RaleighFirebirds.net and also on tbltv.tv/Firebirds. 98-93. Kenny Collins put in Julian Gamble when he gave up 4 straight points. Might want to push him back to the sideline. Put Omar Jabby back inside.
And really, DC Heat is playing 5 guards. So Julian Gamble can definitely help you on the offensive side with the old boards, with the presence and the inside against the mismatch, but
the quickness.
Right, but having him come out and have to guard at the perimeter is something that we saw in the first half where it didn't necessarily go in the Firebirds' favor.
I have to see if they man up or kind of try to hide Gamble in his zone.
Coach Kenny Collins put the starters out there. Ahmad gets the inbound. Terrell Tate's been cold here in the second half. He's lighting it up from 3 in the first half. Got a shot clock violation by the Firebirds.
And that's the awareness that, as you see Thomas coming back in, as I was going to say, Thomas does a really good job of knowing where the shot clock is and hitting that sweet little bread and butter mid-range.
DJ Thomas and Daquan Antoine will pressure the ball coming up. 98-93. Corey pulls up for 14, gets a love from the rim. Corey Moore with just 11 points. Took the first half to get hot. 3-point game. Gamble. Corey Moore. Corey with how Tampa Bay Titans used to always contest the Firebirds. It's a divisional game. Firebirds pretty much run through the division the past couple of years, but there's always that one team that the Firebirds tend to struggle with, and that previous years have been the Tampa Bay Titans. And now it looks like DC Heat's in the game right here doing the same thing the Titans used to do.
And the Heat just will not go away.
Down by 20 at the break. Tracked it all the way back down by 3 now. Firebirds need to take a higher percentage shot. Gamble misses. In the Heat with a chance to tie. Stopping and popping, no. Daquan pulls down the rebound. Gamble. And he is fouled. Corey Moore with the foul. (101-98), 5:48 left.
Gamble getting sent to the line here, as we saw in the previous game, PD, was to his detriment, and a big reason why they lost to Liberty. He was able to knock down their first free throw.
I know commentators geek there. 103-98. 5-point lead Firebirds. Gamble had a strip. And Corey Moore fouled by Ahmad.
I love how when players get fouled, he was obviously fouled on the floor right there. But they're like, he's shooting.
Yeah.
Well, they're in the bonus anyway, so you're going to get your shots.
Anyway, yeah. All right, 5:38 left for the John Chavis Gymnasium, 103-98. We're going to step away. You're listening to Firebirds Basketball on TBL TV.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we're committed to providing exceptional dental care for patients of all ages in a warm, welcoming environment. From preventive cleanings to advanced restorative and cosmetic treatments, our experienced team is here to help you achieve a healthy, confident smile. We combine state-of-the-art technology with a personalized approach, ensuring your comfort and care come first. Visit cardinalfamilydentistry.com today.
Welcome to Jack's Seafood and Soul Food, where flavor meets tradition. We bring you the finest seafood and soul food, crafted with care and inspired by time-honored recipes. From our perfectly seasoned shrimp to our mouth-watering collard greens, every dish reflects our commitment to quality and authenticity. Whether you're dining in or ordering online, Jack's is your destination for a truly unforgettable meal. Experience soul food like never before. Visit us at jacksseafoodandsoulfood.com to learn more and place your order today.
5:38 left. Coach Kenny Collins still talking to the players. The DC Heat come back to the court. Got a 5-point lead. Corey Moore to the line with 14 points tonight. This is his first free throw attempt. Corey Moore makes the first free throw. It's where games are won and where games are lost. We saw that last night. Corey Moore makes both. Got a 3-point game from Raleigh.
And that's the type of pressure that we saw earlier in the third quarter that disrupted the Firebirds. And simply just to step out of bounds here from a little pressure, a ball pressure, and now it's Heat ball.
Shaq Dance checks back in for DJ Thomas.
Continue defensive pressure, and the Heat continue to get stops because of it.
Drive and puts up the shot, following and volleying and coming out with it, the DC Heat. Moore to tie the game, short. Corey Moore frustrated. Took that chance to tie it. Daquan Antoine will have a seat as Thomas back in. Terrell Tate inside to Gamble. Double teamed. Ahmad, Thomas. And double teamed and turnover. We got a 1-point lead, Firebirds. DJ Thomas is fouled, so he'll shoot 2. Both teams in the bonus.
Both teams, looks like both at 77% from the free throw line. But like you said last night, this is going to be a game of free throws. The game is going to be won or lost right here at the line.
Thomas makes both free throws. Firebirds lead by 3. Inside of 5 minutes. And going on the baseline and elevating up is Folks for 2. Back to a 1-point game.
Just coming out of nowhere right there with the alley-oop finish. What a play by Folks.
Gamble finds Dance, and Gamble is pushed. Gamble frustrated. He sets on the court. Corey Moore with the foul.
I believe that's 5, PD.
It's 5 fouls on Corey Moore.
I love it when the teammates raise up their hand saying, no, it was me, because of how important the DC team knows Moore is or has been at the second half.
.105, 104, 3:57.